Guys, welcome back to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you my November 2022 Vanguard portfolio update. I'm actually just looking at my profile right now, my portfolio I should say right now. I'm actually super excited because I think this is the first time in a couple of months that I've seen my portfolio in green. So I'm actually excited to talk to you about my portfolio and exactly what's happening with that. And we have reached a milestone as well, which I am excited to share with you. I have my trusted laptop here with me where I will be looking down most of the time to explain to you what I have in my portfolio and some of the exciting news, like the milestone that we have achieved so far. And yeah, so let's get into today's video. So I'll shrink myself to the corner as I start my screen record now. So as you can see, the biggest thing you can see right now is my milestone. So my portfolio has officially reached over 30,000 pounds in my Vanguard portfolio. So I have, as you can see, an ISA and a SIP with Vanguard. I actually thought I was going to reach this a couple of months back, but then the stock market just tanked and has not really recovered at all. But I'm actually glad to see some changes here. So firstly, we're going to start off with my pension, so the SIP. I'm going to go into that one. This one still the same, it's still in red, and it's saying I have an unrealized loss of about £300 and 36 pence. Again, I reiterate unrealized loss because I would only be having that loss if I was to sell today. But seeing as I'm not 55 yet, I am not planning on touching this money anytime soon. So we still got about 20 years to go before I can touch this money anyway. So, you know, I am not too concerned about this unrealized loss, but I won't lie, it does bring me down a little bit, and this is why they say investing is an emotional game, and I try to maintain my emotions when I'm investing. But what I am most happy about is the fact that I know the stock market goes down, but it also does go up. So for the next 20 years or however long I will have to have this SIP, you know, I am okay. I am looking at the long term. I'll just keep on investing. Right now we're buying a lot of stock at you know, funds, stocks, ETFs, whatever, at a discount. So I'm happy about that because I know over time stock market will recover and we'll see some more gains, blah blah blah. Happy about that. So my portfolio is 11,787 and 70 pence as at the time of filming this video. So I'm filming it today and you're gonna have it live today as well. So there isn't really much to talk about when it comes to my SIP because the only thing you see here is how much I have contributed into this portfolio myself since I opened it. So since the tax year, I should say. So the tax year from April till now, I've put in £800 for this tax year. So tax year is April to April. So I've put in £800 so far, and the government has given a tax relief of £200. So in total, I have clocked £1,000 invested into my SIP. I don't have a target per se with this SIP because it's not my main pension. I do have a pension with my employer where I participate in employer match, so I put a lot more money there, and here I just do after tax. I put in £100 into this portfolio, and if we look at my investments, I only have one, and that investment is essentially my 2045 target fund, and I put all my money in there. So right now I do have £25 and 21 pence cash, but this is from the tax relief and it does get auto invested into my fund. So I only have one fund and that's what I'll continue to invest in. So that is really it for the SIP. There really isn't much to talk about when it comes to the SIP. Again, monthly £100 contribution, and then I get £25 from the government as tax relief for every £100 that I put in. And so far, since April of 2022, I have in total invested £1,000 into this portfolio. So yeah, there we go. So if we leave the pension and then go towards my ISA, this is where we've got a little bit more exciting news. So we are almost at 20,000 alone in my ISA. I am so proud of myself for being able to invest this much. So most of you watch my channel know that I am always allocating between 400 to 600 pounds a month. I had a target of putting at least £1,000 a month into my ISA, so that at the end of the tax year I would have invested £12,000. The allowance is £20,000. So far I still have 15,800 left, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach that, purely because of, I'm trying to put more money towards my emergency fund, which I depleted earlier in the year to purchase a property. So investing is not priority at the moment. Emergency fund is, but I'm still investing at the same time, because I do know that right now everything is discounted. So I'll be able to get more for my buck if I invest now. So I'm continuing to invest, but I'm also not putting in as much as I normally would if I didn't have to worry about the cost of living going up, refunding my emergency fund, and all of that good jazz. So if we go to my investments, I do have 5 investments that are funds that I invest in every single month, and December is actually the month. December 22nd is when I do my portfolio rebalance, and I'm actually looking to either pause my contribution for December. I haven't figured it out yet. Pause my contribution for December, or possibly only fund those funds that I want to put more money into. So over the last, I want to say 8 months, I have been heavy on my FTSE Global All Cap Index Fund and my S&P 500. So these are the 2 that I've been really focusing on, and closely followed by my FTSE UK Equity Index Fund. This UK Equity Index Fund has actually been doing fantastic, I must say, throughout the year. I want to say maybe there's just been 2 or 3 portfolio updates that I have shared with you where the FTSE UK Equity Fund was actually, in red. I haven't actually seen it in red for a while, and that makes me happy. So I've been putting some money in there. I put in consistently £100 into this fund. The FTSE Emerging Markets ETF, this one has seen better days, but again, it's one that I have chosen to put in not a lot of money. So I think I sent about £50 to this one, and then when I have extra money and I can buy a whole a fractional ETF, sorry, a whole ETF, then I am able to do that. But this one has been mostly in red in 2022, if I'm honest. The All World High Dividend Yield, this one as well is newer. I think I added this one this year. I think I'll have to go back and look at my previous videos or my notes, but I think I added it this year, and it's good to see it in green as well. So at the moment, my total value, current value is 2,846 and 6 pence, which is up 112 and 11 pence. Again, this is another one where I have seen it in more red than green, but again, unrealized loss. Let's sing that song together. And then obviously the FTSE Global All Cap, this one is currently down by only £14, so not a biggie. And the S&P 500, shockingly as well, only down by 55 pence. But the market hasn't closed yet, right? It's only midday, so who knows. And then you can see here I do have a bit of cash in here. So I don't necessarily keep cash in my ISA, but what I do is I get paid in the middle of the month, and then on the 16th I automatically send via direct debit about 400 to 600 pounds a month towards my ISA. Now it does take Vanguard a couple of days for most of these to go through, so because of that, especially for the ETFs, there's always money left over, so I leave it in there for a minute until the other funds clear. Then the remainder money, I decide which fund I want to send the money to. So if we go not into payments, more into transactions, because that's where it's most exciting, you can see here that as of today, I've just completed the purchase of FTSE Global All Cap Index Fund for £100. That's how much I have been sending. But I believe either I will pause my contribution to this fund in December and maybe pause it for 6 months and focus on the other funds, or I'll reduce the amount. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. The the S&P 500 also, this one hasn't completed yet, or has it? No, it has, because it's weird how they do it, to be honest, because I do have a direct debit, but it seems like they always purchase for you almost in advance, and then you just pay them back. It's how it looks like to me. I don't think that's how it works, but it's how it looks out, because here it's showing the 4th of November as when the purchase completed. So I'm not sure, this could be from last month, bought this month, and then this month's money next month. I don't know how it works. All I know is that I contribute and I purchase. So that's the same thing for the emerging markets, and I think this only ever happens with the ETFs. Yes, so I probably need to read up on this a little bit more, as like how it's done for the ETFs, because they reflect a different date to the index funds that I have. So now it looks like all of them have completed. I think maybe if I have 10, because it's 5 funds that I have, if I show 10, it'll show me what I did for October. So October, yes, it's the same thing. The ETFs completed a little bit earlier than the index funds. So I guess maybe that's just how it's done. So it looks like it has completed, which means I do have that cash in my investment in my portfolio. So what we're going to do is we're going to send that money somewhere. And like I say, because I'm planning to pause my contribution towards the FTSE All Cap index fund, I'm going to send the £42.62 to this one. So 42.62, so I'll top up. So we're going to invest together essentially right now. And apologies, my internet seems to be a little bit slow, so loading of Vanguard is a tad bit slow today for some reason. But that is what we're going to do in case this thing doesn't come up. Okay, it has come up. So what did I say? It was 46.62, I believe, is what we had. I mean, it will tell me if I've got the wrong thing. We'll do next. And then payment method. It's saying debit card, which means I probably chose the wrong amount. So it's probably lower than this. So I need to go back. I'm going to exit this and look at the number again, because I've forgotten already, and I was just talking to you guys here for like a second and I've forgotten the amount it is already that I was saying I was going to invest. So let's have a look. How much do I have cash? If we go there, 42.62, 42.62. Continue purchase, 42.62. You have to remind me, 42.62. Continue using this amount we have in here, 42.62, 42.62. 42.62 is how much we're going to invest, because that's how much we have in the portfolio. So click there. Payment method, yes, there you go. So when I get the correct amount, it does bring up the cash that I have sitting in my account on Vanguard. So 42.62, tick there and submit. So that is the purchase. We have done the purchase. Well, I have purchased more of the global all cap index fund, because that has been my focus. But like I said, because I will be rebalancing my portfolios in December, so on the 22nd, I already have it marked in my calendar, I will actually be changing how I fund these 5 index funds that I have in my portfolio. So yes, so my total portfolio value, a milestone for me, is 30,812 and 27 pence. I'm very happy about this. I am super duper happy about this. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen right now, but yes, so we have reached a milestone with my investing. My ISA is just under 20k. I would like to reach 20k before the end of the year, but if I don't, that's not the end. But I'm grateful that my entire portfolio, the SIP and the ISA together with Vanguard, I have reached 30k. I also have a different milestone for my pension, which I also reached a different milestone, and again, I am very happy about that. The stock market is down right now, but it won't be down forever. The cost of living is going up, but what is new, right? So, and also in the UK today, our chancellor is announcing another mini budget, so don't know what that's going to look like, but we will wait, we will listen, and we'll see how that will impact our everyday life. So if this video was useful to you, if you enjoyed it, and if you enjoy this type of content, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.